You've seen the towers with his name in gold letters. You've watched him on reality TV. You know him as the 45th and 47th President of the United States. But here's what most people don't know. Donald Trump's fortune didn't start with him. The Trump empire has roots going back over 100 years. And the real story of how Donald Trump got rich is far more complicated than you think. Let me show you the truth behind the Trump fortune, the wins, the crashes, and the family money that started it all. The Trump story doesn't begin with Donald. It starts with his grandfather, Frederick Trump. Way back during the Klondike Gold Rush in Canada, Frederick wasn't mining for gold. He was smarter than that. He ran a hotel and restaurant that catered to the miners doing the dangerous work. When Frederick died, he left behind an estate valued at roughly $500,000 in today's money. That inheritance went to his family, including his eldest son, Fred Trump, Donald's father. And this is where the real Trump fortune began. Fred Trump took his father's inheritance and turned it into an empire. Working alongside his mother, he launched a building business in the outer boroughs of New York City. Throughout the 1920s, Fred constructed single-family homes in Queens. During the Great Depression, he even pioneered supermarket development with a store called Trump Market. When World War II arrived, Fred built barracks for the U.S. Navy. But Fred's real breakthrough came in 1949 with Shorehaven Apartments in Brooklyn. Using a government-backed loan, Fred received $10.3 million from the Federal Housing Administration to build the complex. The brilliant part? He built it for significantly less than what the government paid him. This became Fred's formula. He kept building subsidized housing projects in Brooklyn and Queens, and the government kept overpaying. By the time Fred Trump died in 1999, he was worth an estimated $250 to $300 million. According to Donald himself, his father was one of the largest landlords in all of New York's outer boroughs. Born in Queens, Donald Trump joined his father's company early in his career. But Donald had different ambitions. He didn't want to be a landlord in the outer boroughs. He wanted the Trump name to mean luxury. He wanted it on buildings in Manhattan. He wanted it to be recognized worldwide. Using his father's business relationships and creditworthiness as leverage, Donald made his move into Manhattan real estate in the mid-1970s. To get started, he borrowed what he famously called a small loan of $1 million from his father. One of Trump's earliest deals became one of his biggest victories. In 1976, Trump partnered with Hyatt to purchase the deteriorating Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Station. The entire neighborhood was struggling, with buildings facing foreclosure. Trump negotiated complex deals with banks in New York City to finance the renovation and revitalize the area. The result was the Grand Hyatt, a 25-story luxury hotel. When Trump sold his stake in 1996, he walked away with $142 million. Another massive win came with 40 Wall Street, a building that was once the tallest in the world. After years of sitting vacant, Trump purchased it for just $1 million. Today, it's prime real estate in the heart of the financial district, valued at over $500 million. Trump's television career proved to be a goldmine as well. As both host and executive producer of The Apprentice, Trump earned $1 million per episode. Over 185 episodes that added up to $185 million, all from reality TV. But Trump's career hasn't been all wins. In fact, some of his biggest failures nearly destroyed him. Trump's worst business decision may have been his venture into Atlantic City casinos. In 1988, he acquired the Taj Mahal Casino, financing it primarily with high-interest junk bonds. Within 1 year of opening, the massive casino was drowning in $3 billion of debt. Trump himself had accumulated $900 million in personal liabilities. To survive, he filed for bankruptcy and sold off personal assets, including his airline, a 282-foot mega yacht, and half his stake in the casino company. The situation got so desperate that his father, Fred, helped bail him out with a $3.5 million loan in the form of casino chips to make a debt payment. Trump's casino holding company would file for bankruptcy 2 more times. Once in 2004 after accumulating $1.8 billion in debt, and again in 2009 after missing a bond payment during the financial crisis. Each bankruptcy diluted Trump's ownership stake further. 3 of Trump's 4 business bankruptcies involved Atlantic City casinos. Beyond casinos, Trump has had numerous other business failures. Trump Airlines, Trump Vodka, Trump The Game, Trump Magazines, Trump Steaks, Trump University. Trump Mortgage, launched in 2006 just before the real estate crash, also collapsed spectacularly. According to Trump's own claims, he's worth over $10 billion. However, critics have accused him of inflating these figures. Independent analyses from Forbes and Bloomberg News provide substantially different estimates. Using a middle-of-the-road estimate, here's how Trump's wealth breaks down. 7%, cash and liquid investments 8%, golf courses 4%, personal assets, helicopters, penthouse, Boeing 757, approximately 50%, Manhattan real estate properties. Remainder, other real estate holdings. The majority of Trump's fortune is tied up in real estate, with Manhattan properties alone accounting for roughly half of his total net worth. So there you have it, the complete story of how Donald Trump built his wealth. It started with his grandfather's Gold Rush hotel, exploded with his father's government-subsidized housing empire, and transformed under Donald's vision of luxury branding. Along the way, there were massive wins like the Grand Hyatt and 40 Wall Street, devastating losses in Atlantic City, and countless failed business ventures. Trump didn't build his fortune from nothing. He started with family wealth, family connections, and $1 million loan. He had spectacular successes and catastrophic failures. The truth is more complicated than either his supporters or critics often admit. Now you know the real story behind the Trump fortune, the good, the bad, and everything in between.